By the time students discover alternative college credit, they often make the same mistake. They choose a platform before they understand what they actually need. Someone hears that Sophia is fast, so they open Sophia and begin searching for courses. Someone else sees a video about study.com and starts looking through the catalog. A nursing student finds StraighterLine. Another student hears that CLEP can replace a full college course with one exam. Then the confusion begins. Which platform is best? The honest answer is that none of them is best for everyone. The right platform depends on your degree, your school's transfer policy, the requirement you are trying to satisfy, the amount of time you have, and the way you learn best. A provider can be perfect for one part of your degree and completely useless for another. The goal is not to choose one platform and force your entire degree through it. The goal is to use each platform where it gives you the strongest advantage. That means the first decision is not Sophia versus study.com, or StraighterLine versus CLEP. The first decision is the requirement. Open your degree evaluation and look at what is still missing. Separate those requirements into categories. General education courses belong in one group. Major courses belong in another. Science or mathematics prerequisites should be identified clearly. Upper-level requirements need their own category. Open electives should be separated from specific required courses. Once the degree plan is organized, the platform choices become much easier. Sophia is usually the strongest first option for broad general education and lower-level courses. Its biggest advantage is speed combined with a subscription model. Students may be able to complete several verified requirements during the same billing period, particularly when the courses are mostly self-paced assessments and do not include large written projects. That makes Sophia useful for requirements such as English composition, mathematics, psychology, sociology, history, environmental science, communication, humanities, business foundations, and introductory information technology, depending on what the receiving school accepts. Sophia works best when the degree still contains several broad requirements. Imagine a student who needs sociology, environmental science, college algebra, and United States history. If the university has clear Sophia equivalencies for all four, the platform may allow that student to clear a large portion of the degree plan efficiently. Now imagine a student who only needs one upper-level cybersecurity course. Sophia may not help at all. The platform did not become worse. The requirement changed. This is why students should stop asking whether Sophia is good and start asking whether Sophia has a verified course for the requirement currently sitting on their degree evaluation. Study.com becomes more useful when the degree plan starts asking for courses outside Sophia's strongest areas. Its catalog may include more specialized subjects, upper-level electives, business courses, education courses, history, political science, information technology, criminal justice, and other major related options. The course structure is generally more guided, with lessons, quizzes, assignments in applicable courses, and proctored final exams for credit-bearing coursework. That added structure can be either an advantage or a disadvantage. A student who learns best through short video lessons and frequent checkpoints may prefer study.com. Someone who struggles with completely independent reading may appreciate the guided pace. A student who needs a specific business, education, or technology course may find a useful option that Sophia does not provide. But study.com may move more slowly than a simple assessment-based course. Written assignments and proctored exams can require more planning. The subscription arrangement may also include limits or additional costs connected to credit-bearing exams, depending on the current plan. Study.com should usually be used for coverage rather than random volume. That means identifying the specialized requirement first, confirming that the school will apply the course correctly, and then using the platform to fill the gap. StraighterLine is even more targeted. Its strongest value often appears in science, mathematics, laboratory coursework, and pre-professional prerequisites. Students in nursing, allied health, biology, pre-med, engineering, or other science-heavy pathways may encounter requirements such as anatomy and physiology, microbiology, chemistry, physics, statistics, college algebra, or pre-calculus. Those courses can become bottlenecks. They may control admission into a professional program. They may be prerequisites for later coursework. They may only be offered during certain terms at the university. StraighterLine may offer an alternative path when the receiving institution or program accepts the exact course. That verification matters more here because a science course may transfer to the university without satisfying the admission requirement for a particular nursing or health program. Students should confirm both university acceptance and program-specific prerequisite approval before enrolling. Straighterline is not usually the first place to collect easy general education credit. It is better understood as a specialist. Use it when one verified science, mathematics, accounting, or prerequisite course can remove a major obstacle from the degree plan. CLEP and DSST change the strategy again because they are exams rather than traditional online courses. CLEP is often strongest for broad general education subjects. A student may be able to test out of psychology, sociology, history, algebra, composition, economics, biology, or a foreign language if the school accepts the exam for the exact requirement and the student earns the required score. DSST often reaches more applied subjects, including business, management, criminal justice, technology, ethics, finance, and health-related areas. Credit by exam can be the fastest option in the entire plan because one successful test may replace an entire college course. It can also be the wrong choice for someone who struggles with standardized testing, has little background in the subject, or needs deeper instruction before moving into advanced coursework. The student must decide whether they already know enough to prepare efficiently. If the answer is yes, an exam may be ideal. If the answer is no, an online course may be the better path. The choice becomes much clearer when you compare the platforms by academic goal. An information technology student may begin with Sophia for general education, algebra, communication, statistics, or introductory technology requirements. Study.com may become useful later for networking, database systems, programming, systems analysis, or other specialized courses when accepted. Straighterline may only matter if the program requires a mathematics or science course not available through the other options. CLEP or DSST may fill selected general education or applied electives. A pre-nursing student may need a very different order. Sophia can still help with English, psychology, sociology, statistics, and other general education requirements. Straighterline may become more important for anatomy and physiology, microbiology, chemistry, or other science prerequisites. CLEP may help with selected general education requirements, but the nursing program's prerequisite rules must be checked carefully. Study.com may fill a few non-science gaps, depending on the school. A healthcare administration student may rely heavily on Sophia for general education, communication, sociology, ethics, business foundations, and statistics. Study.com may provide organizational leadership, business law, healthcare-related electives, or specialized business courses. Straighterline may only become necessary for accounting, economics, or mathematics if those courses have verified transfer paths. A health information management student may use Sophia for statistics, algebra, introductory information technology, communication, English, and general education. Study.com may help with compliance, business law, database systems, organizational leadership, or information systems. Straighterline may be useful when accounting, finance, or additional mathematics appears in the degree plan. A business student may use Sophia as the base for English, mathematics, economics, management, marketing, accounting, and broad general education when accepted. Study.com may fill upper-level or specialized courses such as organizational behavior, marketing research, finance, or business law. Straighterline may be useful for accounting or economics requirements. CLEP and DSST can be valuable for economics, management, ethics, finance, or other approved subjects. A pre-law student may use Sophia for English, history, ethics, critical thinking, communication, and general education. Study.com may help with political science, American government, criminal justice, or additional writing and research-related electives. CLEP may remove broad introductory requirements. Straighterline is less likely to become central unless the degree includes a specific accepted course that fits. A biology or pre-med student needs to be much more cautious. Sophia may cover psychology, sociology, statistics, or general education, but science prerequisites should be researched carefully. Straighterline may offer possible science options, yet professional and graduate programs may evaluate those courses differently from the undergraduate university. The future program matters, not just the current degree. The same platform can therefore be excellent for one student and almost irrelevant for another. Learning style matters too. Sophia may work well for someone who is comfortable reading independently, moving through self-paced assessments, and managing their own schedule. The flexibility can be powerful, but a student who procrastinates without deadlines may struggle. Study.com may suit learners who prefer short video lessons, regular quizzes, and a more structured course sequence. It may take longer, but the additional structure can improve consistency and retention. Straighterline may work for students who are comfortable with text-heavy coursework, independent study, science and mathematics practice, and proctored finals. Students who need frequent instructor interaction may find the experience more difficult. CLEP and DSST may suit strong test takers, students with prior knowledge, adult learners with relevant work experience, and people who can study independently toward a defined exam objective. There is no prize for choosing the most difficult option. Choose the format that gives you the best chance of completing the requirement successfully. Timeline also matters. A student who needs several broad credits within 2 to 4 weeks may find Sophia the strongest starting point. A CLEP or DSST exam can also move quickly when the student already knows the subject or can prepare in a short period. Study.com may require more time because of assignments and proctored exams. Straighterline can move efficiently when the student is prepared and the final exam process is planned, but demanding science courses should not be rushed simply to meet an artificial deadline. A student working over 1 to 3 months may combine platforms. Sophia clears general education. Study.com fills a specialized course. CLEP removes one familiar subject. Straighterline handles one prerequisite. The combination may be more effective than trying to complete everything through a single provider. Cost should be calculated by useful requirement, not by advertised price. A cheap course that becomes an used elective credit is expensive. A more costly alternative course that removes a required university class may be an excellent value. The correct calculation is not simply the monthly subscription. Look at the total amount spent and the exact degree progress created. Suppose a student pays for a month of Sophia and completes 4 courses. 3 replace required university classes, and 1 becomes an unused elective. The useful result is 3 requirements removed. Another student pays more for a single Straighterline science course, but that course satisfies the final prerequisite needed to enter a nursing program. The first student earned more credits. The second student may have made the more valuable move. This is why credit count alone can be misleading. Requirements control the degree. Your plan should also account for institutional limits. A college may cap the amount of transfer credit accepted. It may have a separate limit for alternative credit or credit by exam. It may require a certain number of upper-level credits. It may require the final portion of the degree to be completed in residence. Some programs restrict which major courses may transfer. You must know those rules before building an aggressive plan. If the university requires 30 credits in residence, reserve them. If the program requires upper-level major courses directly through the school, do not waste time searching for alternatives the institution will not use. If the college limits CLEP or DSST credit, track how much exam credit has already been applied. Every platform sits underneath the university's policies. The provider does not award the degree. The college does. A practical strategy is to build the plan in layers. Begin with the easiest verified general education requirements. Sophia or CLEP may handle many of these. Then identify specialized lower-level or upper-level gaps. Study.com may help. Next, locate any science, mathematics, laboratory, accounting, or pre-professional requirements. Straighterline may be worth investigating. Use CLEP or DSST where prior knowledge makes exam preparation efficient. Reserve required residency courses, capstones, clinicals, advanced major work, and restricted upper-level courses for the university. This creates a mixed platform degree plan. The platforms are not competing with one another. They are working together. A student might complete English, sociology, environmental science, and statistics through Sophia. Then use Study.com for business law and organizational behavior. Straighterline may handle anatomy and physiology. CLEP removes psychology. The remaining major courses and capstones stay at the university. That is not a messy plan. It is a customized plan. The only requirement is that every course and exam has a clear purpose. Your transfer worksheet should now include the degree requirement, intended provider, exact course or exam, expected equivalency, current transfer verification, estimated cost, expected completion time, transcript method, and final posting status. Before beginning any course, look at that worksheet. Does the requirement still remain open? Has the university's policy changed? Will the credit fit under the transfer cap? Does the course duplicate something already completed? Is the platform still the most efficient option? If the answer is yes, begin. If the answer is unclear, verify again. Students sometimes become attached to the plan they created months earlier. That can be dangerous because provider catalogs, college equivalencies, program requirements, and pricing may change. Your degree plan is a living document. Update it. A course that made sense in January may no longer be needed in June. A university may update an equivalency. A major change may move credits into different categories. A new transfer pathway may become available. Recheck before paying. The simplest version of the platform strategy looks like this. Use Sophia for broad, lower-level requirements when the course is accepted and useful. Use study.com for specialized or upper-level gaps when the school has a clear transfer path. Use StraighterLine for selected science, mathematics, and pre-professional prerequisites. Use CLEP and DSST when prior knowledge, exam acceptance, and your testing ability line up. Use the university for the work that must remain there. That is the framework. But your degree evaluation gets the final vote. Not a YouTube creator. Not a Reddit degree map. Not a platform advertisement. Not another student attending a different school. Your school. Your program. Your remaining requirements. The best platform is the one that removes the correct course from your degree plan at a reasonable cost, within a realistic amount of time, using a learning format you can successfully complete. Sometimes that will be Sophia. Sometimes study.com. Sometimes StraighterLine. Sometimes CLEP or DSST. Sometimes the right answer is to take the university class. That is not failure. The goal was never to avoid every traditional course. The goal is to stop paying traditional prices and wading through traditional timelines when an approved alternative makes more sense. Once you understand that, choosing a platform becomes much easier. You stop asking which company is best. You start asking which verified option is best for the next requirement. Then you complete it, transfer it, check the degree evaluation, and move forward. The next chapter moves away from earning credit and into paying for the remaining college costs. We are looking at financial aid, scholarships, and the funding sources students often leave untouched because they do not understand how the different types of aid can be combined.